Alright, today I'm going to do a quick video on how I clean speckled trout. There's a million different ways. Everybody has their own favorite technique. So I got a box of about 21 little school trout. First thing you need is a good sharp fillet knife. I like to use old sink marble granite cutouts for cutting boards. You can go to a granite place, they'll give you one of these if you just ask. It's trash to them. They make great cutting boards though. So the first thing I do is I take a trout, I ice them down for a day so they get kind of stiff. I'll cut right in back of the fin, turn the knife sideways, and just fillet back. Now this air bladder is going to stop the knife. It's real tough. You pick up the fillet, pull the air bladder back, and keep going. So at this point, I just take the knife and fillet right off the skin. And then you take and you cut that whole rib cage out. Nice boneless speckled trout fillet. So once you get to the other side, pull the air bladder out of the way, leave it forward, do the same thing. Cut down to the backbone, turn your knife on a 90, and just fillet straight back along the vertebrae. If you leave enough skin, you don't have to use a fork to hold it. Fillet the meat off the skin, cut the rib cage out. Nice beautiful speckled trout fillet. So you can see there's no waste when you do it like that. You get all the meat off the trout. More real quick. Straight down to the backbone, turn your knife, fillet back. Move the air bladder out the way. Get right underneath that skin. You can see when it's cutting good. Come back and cut out your rib cage. Beautiful speck fillet. Pull the air bladder out the way. Boy, this one had been feeding. Look at that stomach full of minnows. Man. Beautiful fillet. If you leave a little bit of skin, just scale it real quick. I usually leave most of the trout in the ice, take them out 3 at a time. It helps me keep track of how many I've done and where I'm at. So like I said, you ice them down a day, they're nice and stiff. Come behind the fin, straight down, knife on a 90, slice back. You'll feel the air bladder start to drag. Pull it out the way, continue on down. Knife right underneath that tip right there. Cut the rib cage out. Beautiful fillet. Do the other side, pull your air bladder out the way so it doesn't catch your knife. Straight down. Knife on a 90, fillet back. Cut it right off the skin easily. Cut the rib bones out. Beautiful fillet. Once again, no waste. Missed the bucket. Same thing. Straight down. Knife on a 90, follow the backbone. One bladder out the way. It's very important to keep your knife sharp too. Usually about every 10th fish you might have to hit it a couple strikes on a stone or a ceramic stick to keep it real sharp. Oop. Have to rinse that one off. That's one good thing about fish. If you happen to drop your fillet in the dirt, you can rinse it right off. If this was deer meat or any kind of red meat, you drop it in the dirt, it won't come off with water. You'll be there all day picking dirt out if you want to salvage it. So this goes relatively quick after a while. Cut down, cut back. Remove the bladder. Flip it over. Skin off. Cage out. So in Louisiana, the limit on these is 25 per person. So if you have several people fishing, you can come home with a mess of these on a good day, and you'll get good at this quick. Boneless, skinless fillets. And like I said, the beauty of fish is it's rinsable. Throw 3 more out on the table. See how that bladder stopped me? Good sharp knife, clean table. Pull the bladder out the way. To the opposite side. See, every once in a while you're going to have problems. You'll tear into a fish. Look at that menhaden pogie that came out of his stomach. That's what they were feeding on. Got in a school of them and caught most of them on a plastic swim shad, trying to imitate that bait, I guess. If you want a gold spoon. Cut the rib cage out the fillets. Nice boneless fillets. Typical size trout in Louisiana is 12 inches, but you take these little 13, 14 inch trout, they make a beautiful eating size fish. Nice tender small fillets. Beautiful eating fish. Fillet real easy. A lot of people use electric knives. I use a regular knife. The main reason why I feel like electric knife wastes a lot of flesh. I enjoy fishing, but I really enjoy eating them. And I try to get all the meat I can off of one. Like I said, it's a beautiful eating size fillet. 13, 14 inch speckled trout. Sometimes you got to make sure you get all the bones. Left a little bit right there. Beautiful eating fish. So we'll keep running through them till we empty the box. But sometimes the fillet just glides right off. Cut that rib cage out. See, there's not a lot of waste there, it's just the rib bones. It all depends on what you like. I have friends who like to scale them and just fillet the side off and eat the skin and eat around the ribs. I like a nice boneless fillet myself. Like I said, these are the perfect size eating trout. 13, 14-inch fish. It's a beautiful fried fish fillet. Out the ribs. You see all these fish heads and all Mississippi River levee right here. This is my backyard. I'll go take these fish heads and dump them in the river right back there, and then probably tomorrow go back there and see if I can catch any catfish. So I'll use all the carcasses for chum. Try to catch them big blue cats, more or less just for fun. Chum the water with all these carcasses and rib cages, and then I'll go out there tomorrow and fish with cut mullet, and hopefully the fish will hang around overnight after having a good meal. I'll come back for more. Excuse me. One more speck, then I'll come back and deal with them two reds. So as you can see, no time at all. Done with 21 fish. Nice pan of speckled trout fillets there. Can't wait to fry them. Like I say in my videos when I catch them, I'm going to release you. I'm going to release in the grease.